All right, everybody, welcome back to part 2 of the video for mining cryptocurrency. I have ran into a little bit of a snag with the end of the video. I did research into using a laptop to mine. Obviously, that's not highly recommended due to the extreme pressure it puts on your graphics card, the heat that it puts on your computer. I wasn't going to use my laptop long term, I just wanted it for this example. I can still show 99% of the example and how to get it set up with like an actual desktop. Just the ending's a little more lackluster than I'd hoped. That's okay. The first thing you'll want to set up is a wallet to have your funds sent to. I use MetaMask already for like decentralized finance currencies, DeFi, like Bao Finance. So you can go ahead and download this. It's an extension for your browser, also iOS and Android. I use Chrome on my laptop. Go ahead and install it and add it to the browser. It'll ask if you want to allow MetaMask to do these different changes. Add the extension if you're comfortable with that. Like I said, I do use MetaMask for my other cryptos. You can adjust some of the files. Let's say you don't want it to read every file that you visit on your browser. You can go ahead and make that adjustment. As you can see, after you add it, it automatically opens. Little fox guy follows you around. Get started. If you already had a wallet, like I mentioned I do, and I was, let's say, using a new laptop, I could import my old wallet with a seed phrase and recover the wallet. Basically transfer it from one computer or phone to another. However, for this video, we will create a new wallet. Right here, it can show you kind of what it does as far as data understandings. Just click I agree if you agree to all of this. Create a new password. I've covered passwords and, use a very strong password. Don't use something simple that's easy to guess. I recommend writing it down on pen and paper. Make sure that you are secure. Go ahead and create the wallet. And here comes another pen and paper opportunity. Secret backup phrases, okay? You can see that it's already automatically covered. When you set this up, make sure you're using a reliable connection. Make sure you're away from prying eyes. This backup phrase is basically the version of recover lost password. Okay, if you forget your password, you don't have this tied to an email for them to say, okay, we'll reset your password for you. Your password's lost, and now you've got to rely on this 12-seed phrase to get your wallet back. Same thing when you set up a new laptop, like I showed earlier, you can just import the new wallet so that you have it on your new computer. So with that being said, these 12 seeded phrases are very important. Write them down. Write them down in the order that they appear right here. If you need to recover your wallet, you will be very happy that you wrote these down. So many people have lost funds because they don't take this part serious. Come to the next screen to confirm. You can see that it wants you to re-enter the phrases that it just gave you, and you just go, as I said, in order of what you've written down. Whoops. Once you have all 12 seed phrases entered, you can confirm. And congratulations, you have your MetaMask wallet set up. It'll give you its own versions of tips on storing this safely. Read through those, pay attention to those, and click All Done. Token swapping, as I mentioned earlier, DeFis. DeFis are getting really popular with cryptocurrency, and they're appearing on swaps, Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, 1inch, PairSwap. They're all over the place. And that's something else we'll cover in a different video. Cancel this screen. You don't want to start swapping yet. You can see right here you've got your MetaMask main screen. Right up here at the top, you've got your address. You can go ahead and copy this to a clipboard for the sake of this purpose. That's your public address. You can let people see your public address. You can send your public address to anyone if you want them to send you payment for something. This is your specific address for your specific wallet. Every time you set up a different wallet, whether it's Atomic, MetaMask, VeChain, Thor wallet, you will get your own personal address for your cryptocurrency. That way it knows where to send it to. So now that we've got your address saved and uploaded to a little clipboard, we'll get the miner. And I will include links to all of these different websites so that you can make sure that you are on the correct website, not something that's going to download malware. You can see lolMiner version 1.26. Come down. I'm using Windows. I will download this, and this is where it's important that you make sure you are on a reliable site, because as you can see, my web security has just gone a little haywire. I know this is the correct website. I will accept the risk, and it'll download the file for me. Go ahead and open it. You'll need to extract the files. Double click on one of them, extract all. It'll send it to a new folder for you. Go ahead and extract. And now you've got the folder extracted. Go ahead and open it up, and we'll come back to it. So now you've got your miner. Now you need to get into an Ethereum pool. Right here, ethermine.org, very popular website for Ethereum mining. Very easy to use. Start mining. You can see right here that it pops up with server and ports. That way you kind of can get into the right pool and everything, depending on your location. Now that you know where the servers are and your ports, come back to your folder. You know, the basic mine, ETH. ETH is for Ethereum. You're going to want laptop that can obviously be compatible. Your desktop, you're going to want to make sure that it has, you know, a graphics card that can handle mining over 4 gigabyte. You're going to right click on that, edit the file. Yep, you're going to want to go ahead and run it. You know, your security is just doing its job. By design, most miners are recognized as malware because they are going to be basically accessing the internals of your computer. So after you open this to edit the file, you can see right here, you've got your pool and your wallet. So come back to the mining pool. We live in the US West. Go ahead and highlight that. Copy it to your clipboard. Come back in. From the equal sign to the semicolon, highlight. Oops. Control V, pastes it. Your stratum port right here, 4444. You can just actually come into here, knock out the 2020, 4444. Now you can see right here your wallet address. Obviously, you're going to want to put your wallet address there so that you can get paid for mining this cryptocurrency. Highlight it, copy it, come into here from the equal sign down to the period. Control V to paste your wallet address in. Now that you've got your pool set with the port and your wallet address, go ahead and file save. And that has updated your mine_ETH batch file. You can close it out. We'll just minimize the address for now. And we'll come back to the main folder with your miner in it. And at this point, you would open up your miner and it would begin mining. And it will look something like this. Run your file. Opens up your miner, identifies your device, everything else. As I said, Intel is apparently not compatible with this miner. Normally it would connect to a pool. You can see right here, this is the pool that we entered. You can see down here it's got my wallet address. And right here it would start mining. Now, usually it would pop up and it would give your computer a job to do, and it would give you the rate at which it's doing it, mega hash per second, and you would be mining Ethereum. Obviously, you can see not compatible, so it's going to want to just close out, which is unfortunate. Like I said, I did want to kind of finish the video with being able to show what it was going to mine. This is a laptop. I would not have been mining hardly anything to sniff at, but would have came onto WhatToMine.com. You can see right here, GPU miners, ASIC miners. You can decide which one you're on. You come down a little bit, and this shows you all the different algorithms. This was the Ethereum one I was going to attempt. This is different algorithms. Vert hash is for Vert coin. I am going to attempt that coin next. If it's successful, I'll post a video about it. If not, we'll just kind of go from there. With this website, you can actually enter, with Ethereum, for example, your mega hash per second, how fast is your rig mining, the watts that you're using. You can actually come down here and put in your cost for, kilowatts per hour, and you can actually calculate your power bill to figure out how profitable this is going to be for you. For Ethereum, just for an example, I've seen a video where a guy was getting about 61 mega hash per second. You can calculate that. I'm just going to set this to 0. This will kind of give you an idea of your overall earnings before you minus your cost, just earnings pre-cost. This site will calculate it for you. At that 61 mega hash per second, scroll down here, you can see that at that rate you'd be getting roughly $4.81 out of a pool with that type of rig. My poor little rig doesn't even compute, so I don't know how much I would get. Like I said, I wouldn't use my laptop to mine any cryptocurrency just because of the heat, the general nature of the stress that it puts onto your graphics card, so on and so forth. But if you either want to try and use your computer, or you've got a spare one that maybe you thought about, getting rid of, maybe throw it up, see what you can get with some crypto mining. Right here you see Vertcoin. I will attempt that one next just to kind of see what I can get with it, but it's not a terribly difficult setup if you are somewhat inclined with computer knowledge. It's just, what type of setup do you have? Obviously, laptop is not ideal, depending on what kind of desktop you have, or if you went the extra mile and actually started to invest into ASIC miners. You can see SHA-256 is Bitcoin right there. All these other algorithms that you could get into. You can come down here and kind of see daily profit, based off of different pools that people are in. Obviously, they've got quite the good rig set up if they're getting $50 a day. Something to think about if you have desire to mine cryptocurrency. Start running some numbers, what to mine. You can use GitHub to get a miner, ethermine.org to find an Ethereum pool, stuff like that. So at the very least, hopefully you feel comfortable with setting up a MetaMask wallet so that once you do start getting more into crypto exchanges, you'll have a wallet on hand. I'll kind of cover more wallets as time goes on, but that's kind of the video for today. Thanks for following. Send a like, subscribe, all that good jazz, and have a good afternoon.